Okay, Leo, welcome. This is Naveen Ferguson. You've reached the channel. Okay, so we will be doing a reading for you for March the 5th to the 15th, 2023. And Leo, I will be including the extended reading in this message. This will be a love concept reading. So what does that mean? That means anything basically to do with love. That's what we are reading for. And that could be love for oneself. That could be love in family, love in career. That could be a potential relational type interest. You know, it could be really anything to do with love. That's why I say love concept, as well as the what do you call it? The extended, which what I would have been more of the clarifiers per se down here, which I am including in this message. It could be in relation to anything I just said, or it could be reflecting whatever it is that comes up on top, or it could even be if it has something to do with a significant other or whatever have you. It could be their response or how they're feeling. It just comes out in however it's intended to come out. So I'm just letting you know the vibe. And if, of course, there's any part of the reading that doesn't necessarily fit into your understanding, because you know it could definitely come across as a singles reading, but you're clearly in a relationship or whatever like that, don't try to force anything. But as well as multiple things could be coming up, because I've had that happen with a couple of signs where there's speaking about different age groups and different situations and stuff like that, so you'll know where it meets with you. Okay, so Leo, please feel free to like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, and feel free to further support the channel by becoming a Patreon member at patreon.com/Naveen Ferguson. The link is in the description box below, and I am also offering personal readings at this time, Leo. Okay, so let's see what's happening in love, the concept of love. Okay, the Magician card. Okay, so right off the bat, Leo, I sense that the majority of you, and this has happened with some signs too, the majority of you aren't necessarily focused per se on love at this time. Your agenda is more so work related, but you're not against the possibility of love in your life. You have an open door for it. If it manifests itself, great. And some of you would like it to manifest itself. However, you're not fully concentrated on the concept of love in that way as it stands. Relationally is what I'm sensing, more so. Okay, you're more concentrated on developing something, whether that's a business, doing better in your current work environment, projects, whatever physical development you're dealing with in your life right now, you're more so focused on that. Let's see the clarification for the Magician. Yeah, look at that. Queen of Swords. You're you're very focused on a task at hand. You want quality, you want to be exact, and also you're reestablishing, I'm sensing you're reestablishing who you are in a certain capacity. I'm sensing that you are affirming who you are to yourself, as well as going through the motions and in whatever capacity that you're working with, whereby you're establishing the type of worker you are, or the type of mindset you bring to a situation, or your intentions. I'm sensing you're very open when it comes to the litigations of business and whatever you do for work, that is, as well, because at this time I'm also sensing that you're welcoming strategies to further your ambitions, to further your aspirations. That's what I'm sensing here. But you're only looking for quality when it comes to the working dynamic. Okay, I can very much sense that. It's very focused on that. You're holding the Ace of swords in your hand. It's like, you know what, right now I'm very, very focused on work. I also sense a hint of play, but more so work. So even though this is supposed to be a love message, a love thing, you're very focused on work. Let's see what else is happening with you in love, Leo. Yeah, look at that. The world. See, because your focus on work is bringing you to a new beginning. It is continuing a new chapter that some of you have already started in this new book. And it's really taking all of what you are at this time. Some of you have traveled for this opportunity and stuff like that, and you don't want to mess it up. You don't want to lose the opportunity. You just want to make the most of the opportunity. And your focus is on your life development right now and your growing impact in the world in general. Clarification for the world. Yeah, look at the Six of Pentacles. Your focus is also, of course, on your money. Transitioning into a more, how would I put this, abundant role, as I'm sensing for the majority of you. For some of you, it's transitioning into a more managerial type thing with your assets and your investments and your finances and your security. Just readjusting certain things to complement this new path in your life regarding more so work, okay? But also investing further into yourself. I'm sensing you are literally changing your lifestyle, Leo. Some of you are doing it a bit faster than others. Some of you, I sense, realize that you have to slow down a bit because you were going too fast and you just want to make any mistakes, not just in your working life, but also in your personal life. That's elevating your living, your wardrobe, your health, whatever the case may be. Furthermore, some of you have, I sense, and this can be for anybody, lingering responsibilities whereby you're also assessing certain resources that now you're growing into to finally deal with certain responsibilities that were lingering. Okay? This is really someone who is fine-tuning their life right now. And it's understandable, we all get there. And it's just that, again, there's no necessarily, even if love came in right now, I'm sensing, Leo, Spirit is saying take a card. Even if love came in right now, I sense it would have to take a back seat. Just for a little bit. Okay? Spirit is saying take a card. Yeah. Look at that, Leo. The Knight of Swords. You are just going gung-ho fast into this new start in your personal, social, I'm sensing for some of you as well, social and economic development in your life. You have been on a somewhat of a roller coaster for some of you. And it's like, you know what? This opportunity is here, and I'm just going to take full advantage of it. I don't have no time to waste. I have no time to waste. That is what Knight of Swords is saying. You're going straight at it. You're going to be giving it your all. If love comes in, that's all well and good. Maybe you could have a chat or whatever, but it's just not. It's not your focus at the moment. It's not your focus at the moment, Leo. Let's continue on. Yeah, look at that. The Three of Wands. Again, this is just reestablishing your whole focus. And for some signs, it actually has been that, whereby it's just one linear focus. There is literally no other branches off of this. And you have the Three of Wands right here. Now, Leo, what's coming through right here is that a couple things. Some of you, this is in the back of your mind about love. You could see a love potential in the distance, okay? But you're not calling for it, for some of you. You're not necessarily, kind of like, how would I say this, calling attention to it. You're standing, doing your own thing on the shore, and if that love boat, as it were, wants to come your way, then there's nothing stopping it. There's nothing in the way. There's all just water right there, okay? It's in the distance. And it's like, if it comes your way, great, you might consider boarding. But it's like, you know what? With these three ones right here, they're taking up a lot of your time. You're establishing yourself. And again, if the love boat wants to come in, you'll consider boarding, when it docks. But at this time, you're not stressing yourself about something that seems to be in the distance. You could see it. You could see potentials in it. But right now, it doesn't have your full focus. Okay, let's see the clarification for the Three of Wands, Leo. Yeah, look at that. Five of Pentacles. This is why you're working. Okay? you don't want a sense of lack. Okay, right now, that's also what I was sensing. You have so much on your plate, so much on your mind with the Three of Wands, establishing your security and everything, so that you do not repeat this action of lack. You don't want a sense of lack, and also you want to know that you're standing firm on whatever foundations that you're putting together. Okay, you don't have time to move forward and like putting more of your resources in the concept of love, as it were, per se, right now. Okay, that's literally in your mind. If you were to pursue that, it will take away from your concentrations, your current resources that are not fully grounded just yet. Okay, so you're not going to expend of yourself moving forward to the love concept. However, if the love concept comes toward you, you might entertain it, or you might even say, okay, well, I hear you, but let's hold on for a bit because I'm currently focused on X, Y, and Z. Okay, Leo? Spirit say take card. Yeah, oh my gosh, look at that. The Page of Pentacles. Spirit say take card to clarify these right here. You are focused on your money. You are focused on this new investment. You are focused on this new career path. You are focused on where you want to establish yourself and your reputation and the journey ahead when it comes to your career path as a whole. You want to grow in this new opportunity. You want to grow in this new business. You want to grow in your own business. Some of you have started your own entrepreneurship. Okay? Whatever the case may be, this is your focus, Leo. The money. You need to live, and you have hopes and dreams, and you can't always get certain things with just a smile. It's like you go to the cash register and like, I'm paying with smiles today. I mean, you really could do that. Maybe it'll come across. I mean, if you came by my establishment and you're like, hey, you want to pay for this with a smile? I'm like, it's very tempting. I think smiles should actually. Anyway, I'm going. I'm going on a tangent. But anyway, the point is, you can't go to the bank all the time and pay with smiles. Okay? You are focused on making your money, your foundation, and also your resources. I sense a lot of you are in that very positive transition, and you're just setting up things you wanted to go well. You know what I mean? Let's continue on, Leo. Yeah, again, you are just focused on that money. And again, and your pathway. And look what I said. I said before, you don't want to go back. Okay? You don't want to give more of your resources and time to the love concept at the moment. You're not fully against it, but you're not focused on that right now. And you realize it'll take. I'm busy. Sorry, I don't live alone. And you realize it takes away, and you have to juggle one thing. Not only you have to juggle your resources sometimes when going on dates or something like that, you have to juggle your time, and it's like you ask yourself, do I even have enough time? And like, no, I don't have enough time right now, because my time really needs to go into studying this book. It needs to go into going to this event that has a lot of networking. My time is focused on actually healing myself because of how hard I work. I need to go and relax. I need to get a spa day on Saturday or something like that. I can't go on a day on Saturday because I need to heal. I need to recover for the week ahead. I don't have time. You know what I mean? It's like, and I said some of you remember in the other part. Right over here, when it comes to the Three of Wands, there was a shadow with that boat, right? But for some of you, love might actually be approaching me. In fact, in certain respects, Leo, what you're doing is pretty sexy. I'll say it like that, what's coming across, because that's what I'm feeling. A jubilation with that dolphin right there, like childish antic with someone's heart. And now they changed course and they're moving the ship even closer to you. I sense the ship in the distance is like they're moving with the intuition and certain levels of their feelings and stuff like that, because you are attractive right now, Leo, because you are going at it. You are powerful. You are discerning. You are focused. That is confidence. People are attracted to that. So even though you may not necessarily be looking for love per se, inadvertently, your reputation, what you're doing, it's establishing you in more ways than one. So you are getting some looks. But right now, you are very much focused on your pentacles. It's like, okay, well, they could approach, but I just don't have time. Right, not right now. Clarification for the Two of Pentacles, Leo. Yeah, look at that, Leo. Again, because you want the life, okay? You want to know that your bills are paid. You want to know that that house is yours. I don't need no more mortgage. You want to know that if you open up to like entertain guests or throw an event or something at your place, that it doesn't break the bank and everybody's comfortable. You know what I mean? You want to be able to be comfortable when you go home and not have to think if the lights are going to stay on. Did I pay that bill? You want to know the water is running. You know what I mean? You want to be able to establish something whereby if you want to start a family, you have a foundation which will not be like shooken if, you know, a global event happens. You know what I mean? You try to lay some serious foundations because you just cannot be caught unawares. It's like, no, you are very, very focused on building yourself in your practical mentality and ways of doing things within your livelihood at this time. Okay, and this also, the Ten of Cups also speaks of that abundance and that peace of mind coming in for your dwelling as well. And that's also inadvertently, again, you are setting up a foundation to actually be able to support love when it comes in and when you're ready for it. You know, you want to be together. You know what they said, you want to be put together. You want things to be together in order to entertain love, should it come in that way, or should you go after it. You know what I mean? You can't always be looking for something or entertaining something when you don't have, I mean, who wants to necessarily bring someone home when the home is kind of unkept? Who wants to, how could you invite someone out to something and then use like the bills money for that and they don't know? That's stressful, and that's also not responsible. Okay, so there's certain dynamics we sometimes have to do. Yes, some people do want to do love, yeah, but you know, love will come, but there are some practical things we have to consider sometimes first, and that's what you're doing, Leo. It's like, yeah, you're open to love, the possibility, but as far as you know, you're not necessarily seeking it intentionally at this time. Yeah, look at that, Five of Wands. So what's coming in here is that for some of you, your work life is very hectic. There is a levels of competition. Competitions, I sense, within yourself. Half, 50%. Wow, Leo. Okay, I'm sensing a fluctuation. The competition is actually 50 to 60, some of you 70% of your own machinations, your own self. It's not like you're fighting for a position or something like that. You are fighting yourself. There is focus on yourself, your internal machinations. That's with wanting to produce like the best quality work possible, making time to actually do work and also have a reasonable social life, as it were, you know, and certain levels of sleep for some of you. And some of you, the fight is to not procrastinate, I'm sensing. It's like you need to stay focused. You need to stay vigilant. Okay, there's a lot of varying things. There's just like three of the top things that came through, but this is really fighting in your mind. It's like the next 30 to 40% is like, in some cases 50% is actually the demand of your work itself. Whether there's deadlines to meet, whether there's competition to gain a certain project or whatever, or the challenge to establish towards and manifest what you were brought on to the team or the situation in the first place. Okay, and you just want to lay that groundwork. There's a lot of movement and activity that requires your attention internally and externally. Clarification for the Five of Wands, Leo. Yeah, look at, oh my gosh, Leo, what did I just say? What did I just say? Nine of Swords, a bunch of anxiety. It's like you telling yourself a bunch of stress. It's like, I gotta get this done, I gotta get this done. This has to be perfect. This and that, this and that. That's why I said, it's like, there's a lot of things going on in you personally, in you internally. Okay? Some of you are even fighting the possibility of love right now because you realize, you know what? As much as you may want it, you cannot deal with it right now. You have too much on your plate. But some of these fears are very unfounded. Try not to over exaggerate or over indulge in these things that you cannot control, which I'm sensing. Okay? Some things, they're fanciful, that's not a word, fanciful, yeah, whereby it's like unfounded fears. It's never going to happen, some of those things you think about. Okay, so I sense maybe one or two is legitimate fears. Okay, but I sense you'll rise above it. It's no problem. But many things that you think, I sense is future things whereby, one, they haven't even shown any evidence of actually happening, and two, you don't have control over certain levels of the future anyway. And if you decipher through what you have potential control over or potential influence over versus things that makes absolutely no sense, Leo. So why are you beating yourself over it? Once you establish that in your thought process, you'll be able to sleep a little bit better at night. Okay, because you can't be doing this in the daytime per se, or whenever work is and stuff like that in your day-to-days, and then be going into a whole traumatic breakdown at night. Just no. That's no, Leo, stop it now, stop all that anxiety, just stop. Let go, just continue doing your good work. Spirit say take part. Yeah, look at that. Remember when I told some of you you're fighting the understanding of love, right? Because you realize you don't have time for it. Stop going back. I sense some of you are reliving past love dynamics, or kind of fixating a bit on wanting to be in love with someone or something like that, but it's just not the time for it. If you try to force that with the Three of Swords, if you try to force that love, it really is the one. It's not going to be natural. It's not going to be fluid. It's just going to be a train wreck. This is what's happening. If you don't have time and space for a love dynamic, if you try to force it in there, it's just gonna break apart everything else. Okay, that's for someone. Okay, I sense that message right there. That's for a handful of you. Okay, so what you're doing now, right here, you see all this positive understanding right here and the reasons behind it. Okay, but at nighttime, you beat yourself up over the possibility of love, but it's like you cannot entertain love like that right now. I love you, Leo. I love you, but for real, a handful of you, especially, you cannot. You don't have the space at the moment. I'm not saying it's not coming. Spirit say take card. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Temperance. Patience, Leo. Oh my gosh. Patience. You're working on transmuting certain energies right now, Leo. Patience. The universe is saying patience. Okay? Because again, you're inadvertently attracting love anyway. So when you're ready and you have the space for it, bam! Love comes in like a lightning. Bam! Okay, Leo? Patience. Let's just focus on making our money right now. Leo, you got this, okay? Don't get all up in your head. I mean, I can't tell you what to do, but that's just the advice that's coming through, okay, Leo? Oh my God, I feel you. Oh my gosh, I feel you. It's like, when? I'm like, later. Leo, I know, it's tough love. Just focus on what you're doing now. Let's continue on, Leo. Yeah, look at that. Almost like the universe is teasing you with love, right? This cup of love. This is the universe setting up, and again, patience, okay? Temperance, patience. And I said it'll come. It'll come just like that. Ace of Cups. I sense this is fortifying what I just said. There is love that's being put up for you. There's something being put together for you, Leo. Okay, whether you want to go after it or it comes in, or it could be the same time. You know what I mean? Whatever the case may be. But there is something regarding love that's being set up for you. This is just this is just encouragement to let you know. Right now, yeah, you're doing the right thing. Focus on your foundation. Focus on your pentacles. Okay? Love is coming. Don't worry. It'll come in the perfect time. Let's take a look at the clarification for the Ace of Cups. Yeah, look. Oh my gosh. Leo, look at this. Look at it. Leo, this is too much. Leo, I'm dying. I'm literally dying. Look at this. I said it's coming with the Ace of Cups, right? Clarification. Four of Cups. The divine hand of God. It's coming, okay? Can you just wait? I was like, you had all these love dynamics here and fancifuls and all that kind of stuff. Just relax. Just relax. You see this guy? He's just relax because you're the real love that you really need. That's good for you. It's coming. You see that? The Ace of Cups, the divine is holding. It's like, see the cup? It's like pouring it over. It's like, Leo, it's coming. Just wait. Patience, temperance. Okay? You continue doing what you're doing. Okay? And the divine is taking care of the rest. Okay? You have to know where your focus must be at certain times. And honestly, you do know where it is. You know, you just beat yourself up at night, but you know what you see. That's the thing with this all this thing is saying. It's not like you don't know, Leo. It's not like, listen here. I know some of y'all is be acting the fool. It's like you want someone else to tell you what you already know. Okay, Leo, you already know. Okay, I can sense it in you. Don't give me no sass. Okay? Leo, talking to you with all love and respect, but you already know. Focus on your pentacles, please, at this time. So let's continue on. Yeah, look at that. Knight of Cups. Wish fulfillment. And I'm sensing it in all levels, okay? Wish fulfillment. I sense that you're on a positive vibe, positive run. The 5th of what do you call it? March to the 15th of March, 2023. And I sense this is a journey at the moment that you're in it. Okay? Some of you have recently started it. Some of you are still in it in a way whereby you're reaching closer to the end of the next chapter to go to the next chapter in the book, in the new book. You know, things going it has some rocky points, but overall it's like certain levels of tough love, but it's reinforcing you, it's making you better, it's bringing in what you need, it's bringing in what you want, it's building. You know, there's a very good, strong, positive momentum. Okay? 9 of Cups. Wish fulfillment, Leo. It's coming in all areas. This is what I'm feeling. Finances, freedom, abundance, love, adventure. Okay? What else? Oh, I'm sensing something like a surprise of some sort. I don't know what it is. I'm sensing 2 surprises. So for some of you, maybe a handful of you, you may be getting 2 surprises out of the blue for some reason. I don't know what it is. I mean, I could look further. I can literally look in it, but I'm going to keep it as a surprise. But 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. After all this, like, you better get your wish fulfillment. You know how hard you're working? Let's see the clarification. Yeah, what? I should just, oh my God. What did I just say? You know how hard you're working? You see this guy? 8 of Pentacles. You know how hard Leo is working to get these pentacles? Putting these things up, getting these securities together, getting these investments together, getting these projects together, getting their life together, getting these bills paid, getting their health together, getting their water together, getting their new friendships and everything secure and nurtured and developed together, getting those plans of action together, getting their work, their dwelling together, getting that new business together, getting the climbing up the corporate ladder together, getting that sports team together, whatever the case may be. Okay? You know how hard Leo is working. Leo is working, so like, you better get that Knight of Pentacles. What do you think this is? This is not a game. You work too hard. It's like, I better get my Pentacles. Oh my God, I am excited for you, Leo. This is nuts. Leo, you're making me laugh very hard. This is awesome. Okay? Spirit is saying you earned this Nine of Cups, okay? There's abundance and so many blessings coming your way, Leo. Oh my gosh. The strength. You just keep doing what you're doing, okay, Leo? Because guess what? Love, it's gonna come, okay? And I'm sensing you don't really need to work hard for it either. You can work hard on the physical dynamics of the practicalities of life. That's all well and good. But when love strikes, it strikes. Is what's coming through. Just be patient, okay? It'll come. Focus on getting yourself together, because when you are secure and together, that's also very attractive. I'm just saying. Okay, Leo? Okay, Spirit is saying there's no need for the, what do you call it? The angel message, and I cooperate with Spirit, so it's all good. Leo, this is just what? This is awesome. So if this has helped you in any way, which I really do hope that it did, Leo, please like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon. Feel free to further support the channel by becoming a Patreon member at patreon.com/Naveen Ferguson, because I also need to pay bills, so I'm just saying your help would be great. And I'm also offering personal readings. That information is also in the description box below. Okay, Leo, wish you all the best. Bye.